everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing my everyday autumn routine makeup look, and of course it's going to be an autumn makeup routine video without a couple of autumn props. So behind me I have my pumpkin that I picked up yesterday from going pumpkin picking. So I have my traditional orange one with two little candle lights in the bottom there, and then on my right, which you can't really see, I have a white one with a little gold witch on. So these are my little props for today's video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first is obviously to conceal. So I hope the lighting's okay. I'm trying to do like a bit of a dark background so the candle lights up, but at the same time not too dark, so that you can still see what I'm doing. So now I'm just going to move on to brows. So I think I'm just going to skip brows doing them on camera, because you probably all seen me do my brows plenty of times, so I'll come back once they're done. So now that I've done my brows, I'm just going to set them in place with my Lasting Collection clear eyebrow mascara. It's actually a mascara, so it's just a clear mascara. And I'm thinking, like, when it comes to autumn makeup, straight away I think of oranges, browns, like obviously typical autumn colours like bronzy, orange, sort of makeup. And when I say this is my everyday makeup, I don't do eyeshadow every day. So this is if I'm going somewhere, if I'm doing just sort of day-to-day activities, this is what I would wear. Obviously I don't do like the full glam every day, otherwise it just a bit excessive. Like if I was to go to work, I wouldn't do this makeup, but in terms of everyday, if like on my days off, this is what I would do. So I'm just going to set that concealer in place with some face powder, like so. So I'm just going to go with my bronzer, put that in all the normal places, so forehead, and then cheeks, so that's bronzer, and then just going with a bit of blush. So all my face makeup is the same as my normal makeup routine. It will mainly just be the colours that will be different in terms of my autumn routine, because this is like a typical realistic what I would actually wear in autumn. So not much changes from summer to autumn. I'm still not wearing foundation. It's only really in the winter time. Like at the minute my skin is still pretty bad from the masks, so I'm avoiding wearing foundation at the minute just because I think it's going to be way too thick and just clog up my skin when it really just wants to breathe at the minute. So yeah, the face makeup's still pretty much the same. Just put a bit of highlighter on, and then this is where we move on to the fun part, which is eyeshadow. So I'm moving in a bit closer so you can actually see what it is that I want to be doing on my eyes. First of all, I'm going to prime them. I'm going to prime my eyes, but before I do that, I want to put some lip balm on, just so they're nice and moisturised and soft before putting lipstick on later on. So the lip balm we're using is a Being by Sanctuary Spa Hibiscus and Coconut Water lip balm. It's honestly so nice and glossy. Like on it kind of looks like lip gloss without even trying, and it really does leave your lips feeling really nice and moisturised for a while. So that's the lip balm. And then moving on to priming the eyes. So see if I can come in just a little bit closer. Now I feel like this is too close, but we'll go with it up close and personal, because I'm still filming on my iPhone. Until I properly commit and get a proper camera where I can zoom in and do all the professional shots, we're still playing around with the iPhone, which, don't get me wrong, the quality is so good for a phone and obviously does the job, because this is what I do film on. But I would like to get a more, sort of say professional, but like a better quality camera that I would want to film on and take better quality content with as well, because there's certain videos that I'd love to do, but I just don't have the like right tools. Like I don't have a tripod, like I use my car mount for angles and my phone for filming, so you know, you've got to make do with what you've got, which I do. But in terms of the higher quality, better content, I'm sort of restricted because of what I use to film on. In the background I have a brown paper bag which was filled with all the stuff that we got, like the goodie bags that we got from pumpkin picking. And that vlog, I'm not sure when this video is going to go up, when that one's going to go up, but if it's up before this one, definitely go and check that out. It was so much fun just going to pick them, and it's something that I've never done before but always wanted to, and I do feel like it's come into fashion this year because everyone's obviously prevented from doing any kind of seasonal normal activities, so everyone's sort of congregated towards pumpkin picking because it's outdoors and it feels like it's seasonal, you're doing something for Halloween. Obviously the kids can't trick-or-treat and stuff, so yeah, really enjoyed that. A lot of fun. I would definitely recommend it to people that haven't pumpkin picked before. So I'm just going with the first colour, which is obviously Jeffree Star Conspiracy Palette, or the Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson Conspiracy Palette, in with Tanacon just for the initial crease colour. And I want to know, even though with everything going on at the minute, and obviously plans are going to be changed, are going to be different, everyone's yearly traditions that they would normally do around this kind of year are going to be changing and adapting, but I'm still really excited for this time of year, for Halloween and for Christmas. And I'm never usually like a Halloween person. I don't particularly celebrate it or make a fuss of it at all. Like it kind of comes and goes and I don't do anything for it, apart from obviously when I was younger I used to trick or treat, but now I just, like I say, it comes and goes. It's not really a holiday that I celebrate. But this year is definitely different. I think with everything that's gone on, you've got to kind of celebrate the small things and every day. So I've really gotten to the seasonal spirit this year, and autumn has been my favourite time of the year so far, because even though it can be the time of year that you struggle with, you know, the weather's getting colder and things are changing, you start to look forward to Christmas, which Christmas has sort of been cancelled. I've just really taken a lot of joy and happiness and peace from just a change. I felt like I needed a change. I was happy for the seasons to come and go, for it to get a little bit colder. I much prefer the autumn fashion. I'm just going to go with Cheese Dust in that same palette. So yeah, I want to know, what are you guys doing this year in terms of Halloween? What are your plans? Do you have any? If you have children, are you going to take them trick-or-treating? Because of course that's a big tradition. That's what you would do on Halloween. It's what we've all done from being kids, and then you take your children trick-or-treating or have Halloween parties, or you know, it was what would be normally be done around this time of year, but obviously everything's changing. So I want to know, have you got any plans for Halloween this year? If so, what are you doing? Have you gone pumpkin picking? If you have, like, I want to see your pictures. Leave your Instagrams down below, go and check those out. I'll leave mine as well, because I did post a picture of when I went. Must admit, the day that we went was really good timing for us, because the week we've gone, it's miserable weather all week apart from that one day, and neither of us, I don't think, checked the weather and specifically chose that day because of the weather. It was more like, should we go on a Thursday as opposed to a Friday? Today's a Friday, yesterday was Thursday, we went yesterday. And it was that really glorious, cold but sunny autumn day. So even though the day before it rained and it was so muddy, it added to the fun. I think if it had been raining yesterday on top of it being really muddy and all those kind of things, I think it would have changed my perspective of how like the pumpkin picking went. So from that side of things, it was a really lovely day, although it wasn't like the typical Insta pumpkin picking farm I really wanted one of those white pumpkins, hence why I've ended up painting one, because I think they're so sweet and like obviously very Instagrammable. But we didn't come across any of those, so yeah, I kind of picked 2 pumpkins, an uglier one, which you can't see because obviously it's painted white, but it was very green, kind of bobbly, and then like a classic orange pumpkin, which is the one that I've just carved. I didn't want to go anything too fancy of the carve. I thought, let's just do a classic pumpkin. So that's what I did for today. So those were my kind of like Halloween plans. Not that I've really ever had plans since I was a kid and used to go trick-or-treating myself. But I definitely recommend it if you haven't before. It's just something fun to do, an activity that you can do. I think at the minute we're all struggling. We can go out for lunches, we can go out for a coffee, we can go to the pub with our friends, but in terms of like activities that you can actually get out there and do, we can't go to the cinema, we can't, there's a lot of things that we can't do, and you're stuck for days out that you can do as a family, or things like that that aren't restricted or aren't closed or completely changed. And yesterday was such a good day. So now I'm just going with Flamin' Hot from the same palette. Yeah, really enjoyed yesterday. It was a lot of fun. But it is hard to try and think of activities, and especially because it's half term now, what do you do with the kids? Because, like I said, a lot of stuff is closed. What you'd usually do, a lot of people would take their kids away on the October half term because it's cheaper. Then obviously the summer ones, the half term itself would be more expensive, like higher price because the kids are off. But you know what I mean, that's what people usually do. They'd go away or, you know, have plans, and everything's changing. This is what everything's looking like at the minute. So it's very red, orange. I want to make it a little bit more kind of orangey because I think the red's more like of a Christmas vibe. Just going a little bit more with that Tanacon colour. And then I'm thinking, do I go? No, this is an everyday makeup routine. Already it's a little bright for every day, so I was going to go in with a bit of glitter. But that would be more like Halloween glam. And as we all know, there's no parties going on this year, there's no glam, it is just classic everyday makeup. Unless you're having a little party in your house with you and your household, which, I mean, if that's what you want to do, go for it. So I'm just going to go in with my pills from that same palette. I'm going to get a bit closer again and just put that on the actual lid. I also wanted to say that I am at currently 92 subscribers, which I can't believe, which sounds like such a small number to a lot of people. To me, I can't believe that anybody even watches my videos. Like, it's probably still just my family at this point, but I know I don't have 92 members of my family, so it's not all family. So I'm like, you know, there's kind of like other real people are watching it. So I just wanted to take this time to say thank you so much. I know there's only 92 of you, but I really do value everybody that watches and comments on my videos. I see them all, obviously. I haven't got loads, but yeah, I really appreciate everyone that has subscribed and is supporting me, and people that support smaller YouTubers, because I am not doing this at all to try and get famous, to try and get money. I do this purely because I like it. I've watched YouTube for years, and it's an escape place for me when you know, people watch YouTube for many reasons. It is a form of an escape. If you're feeling a bit down, you want to kind of delve into somebody else's life that seems a little bit more exciting than yours, and it's also a place of comfort for a lot of people as well. like on these autumn days, these cozier days, I don't really watch TV anymore. I watch kind of my catch up of Towie and Made in Chelsea, but I mainly watch YouTube. And it's also most definitely a place where people come for information. I learned a lot of stuff about mental health, about just taboo topics, about health, a lot of things through YouTube, because mainstream media doesn't show it and is behind things such as YouTube. YouTube is a place where people can freely talk without being censored or being careful what to say or thinking about how it will come across from a brand's perspective or a company's perspective. It's real people sitting down with their own opinions, and I think that's why YouTube is becoming more and more popular and a place where mainstream media is now tapping into YouTube, because they're realising the impact that it's having. When people do these campaigns and do these movements and have these real talks about real life, and that's what's made me want to start my YouTube channel, is because there's still a lot of topics that I haven't talked about on this channel which I really want to at some point talk about, but I'm not quite there yet. Mainly because it's sort of not, I mean, it's a whole of things to get into, but there's a lot of things that I still want to talk about on YouTube that I haven't, and I really just feel like this is something that I want to do and continue doing, and I would have done it if nobody watched, but the fact that 92 of you are watching just makes it even more worth the while. And on a lighter note, got an idea for what I want to do if and when I hit 100 subscribers, and all I'm going to say is I'm going to do a giveaway, and it might seem ridiculous, and I was saying to my boyfriend the other day that I kind of feel like Molly May has spoiled giveaways for the rest of us, because how am I meant to compete with giving away all that Louis Vuitton stuff where she hit 1 million or however many she hit? Like, that was a viral giveaway. No, mine will be nothing like that in comparison, but I'm not hitting the same milestones that she is. So when I do hit 100 subscribers, I am going to be doing a giveaway. That video hopefully will be coming soon. It will come when obviously I've hit 100 subscribers, and all the details about how you can enter and what the prize will be in that video. So to find out, really what you have to do is subscribe and get me to 100 subscribers. And I just want to say, I know I've said that I'm not doing this for the money, for the fame or anything like that. I'm just doing this because it's something that I enjoy, and I think that I have things that I want to share, and I don't know, I just feel like this is something that I should be doing. But yeah, hopefully that video will be coming soon, and all you have to do to get me there and to see what's going on is to subscribe. Because really just to subscribe, it just says to me that people are out there watching, out there supporting and enjoying my content and what I do. It's not the most highly creative or high quality, it's not the most original, but I don't know, it's something that I enjoy, and for people to support that is great. So if you could support me by just giving this video a like and subscribing, that would really mean a lot, because on my YouTube analytics it shows me how many people are actually that watch me are subscribed, and I looked yesterday and majority of people that watch me, like 89%, are not subscribed, so only 10% of people that watch me are subscribed. So that just shows how much reach my videos do get, and yet some people still haven't subscribed. And I know that certain videos do generate more views, specifically like my Bicester Village vlogs are my most viewed videos. I'm very proud that one of them, actually no, that's not one, my most viewed video is my Nottingham Trent University survival guide, which is over 1,000 views now, which again might not sound like a lot, but for a small YouTuber who, like myself, who's really just started, I think you've got to acknowledge that is quite a big milestone to hit 1,000 views, over 1,000 views. And my other Bicester Village vlogs, my first one is at 800 and something, my second one is at 900 and something, like close to 1,000. So yeah, I know what videos do well, but that's not necessarily what I put out the most. I just put out what I want to, mainly what I really enjoy watching as well. So at the minute I'm really into the autumnal vlogs, and I think you can tell because that is what I'm putting out the most, is these vlogs, spend the day with me. And sometimes you do have like this mental block between, is it what I'm posting incredibly boring, like is anyone going to watch? Because I'm not really getting up to much, but that's what I like to watch. I like to watch people's everyday lives. So in the hopes that I put out what I like to create and what I like to watch as a viewer as well, and hopefully the people that watch me feel the same as well. So just to update you on what I've done, I've just added a thin brown line of eyeshadow across the lash line. I've added a little bit of highlight across the brow bones and the inner corners, and that is pretty much it for the eyes. I'm just going to add some mascara, do 2 lip combinations, so either a nude or a really dark autumnal lip colour, and that is it. So I'm going to do mascara and then I'll be back. So I've got lip combination number 1, which is a Rimmel lip liner in Cappuccino and Velvet Teddy lipstick from MAC. So this is the first combination. This is lip combination number 1. This is more of a daytime natural one that I'd go for typically, and then I have a darker burgundy lip colour, which I'd still wear in the day. I have worn it in a day before, but it's less of a go-to because it's just a darker colour and it's harder to maintain. But this is combination number 1. And then take this off, and then I've took it off to do combination number 2, which is going to be the Little Mix lip liner in Obsession, and then a NYX Slip Tease liquid lipstick in the shade Fire Dancer. So as you can see, it's a burgundy, a lot darker. So I'll do the lip liner. This is lip combination number 2. Love to know which you guys prefer, whether you prefer the nude or the darker lip. The darker lip kind of makes the transition more from day to evening, so you could look at it that way, but this is a close-up of lip combo number 2. So that's lip combination number 2. I don't know which I prefer. I think because I haven't worn this lip colour in a long time, more leaning towards this one, because a nude lip you can do any time and this does dry matte. So I think maybe I'm leaning more towards this one because it's more like Halloween, spooky, dark. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe this colour. We shall see. So I just wanted to show you guys in the light, because I know as I was filming down there it was pretty dark. I say this every time, but for the sake of the aesthetics of the pumpkins in the background, I should just film at this biggest window here. But I just wanted to change the background up a little bit, add the pumpkins, make it seasonal. But for the sake of seeing what my makeup actually looked like, I thought I'd show you in the daylight in front of the big mirror, a bit of a close-up. Otherwise you can't really tell. But this is the final look. I'm very happy with it. I love the dark lip. It just really is seasonal to me. So this is the close-up. Let me know what you guys think down below. So that is everything for this video. I really hope you've all enjoyed it. Please give it a big like and a comment. Like I said, don't forget about my giveaway for the 100 subscribers. So get me to 100 and I can tell you what it is that I'm thinking about doing and what the prize will be. Other than that, I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.